because this could go one or two ways. This Bigfoot song that is has kind of been being built up for 2 days. If it's not, what's the word? Like giving what it's supposed to give, then it could tarnish Nicki in a sense. First things first, Nicki and Meg, they are hot in the blogs right now. Megan Thee Stallion dropped a new song called Hiss. And apparently she had a lot to say. She was getting things off her chest. This was kind of like one of those songs where she basically said it in the beginning, like, I'm going to address these things and then I'm going to lay it to rest. I'm going to address XYZ, put it in this song, and then that's it. And when I first listened to the song, some of the lyrics kind of went over my head. I didn't really catch all of the subliminals and jabs, but one in particular got Nicki Minaj hot. And it's the lyric, these don't be mad at Megan, these mad at Megan's law. Just that 1.5 sentence or one sentence, these don't be mad at Megan, these mad at Megan's law. And when you look up what Megan's law is, California's Megan's law was enacted in 1996. It mandates the California Department of Justice to notify the public about specified registered offenders. Megan's law also authorizes local law enforcement agencies to notify the public about offender registrants found to be posing a risk to public safety. Megan's law is named after 7-year-old Megan Kenka, who was R-worded, because we got to censor that word these days, and killed by a known child molester. So Megan said that, and people immediately figured it's Nicki. Megan never said no names or anything. And Nicki immediately, probably within 30 minutes, she got on Instagram Live and was going in on Megan, going in on her. She's calling her like all kinds of names. She played a sample of this song that she said is going to be called Bigfoot. And she was just going in. Megan, the following day, did a little interview with the Breakfast Club, and basically they asked her about the song and who it was about. And Megan said it's about a lot of people. She said a hit dog gonna holler. And that was just basically to say, like, I ain't saying no names, but if somebody is responding, then hey, in a nutshell, if the shoe fits type of thing. And Nicki is feeling like Megan is taking shots at her and her family, because we all know Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered offender. So that line got under her skin, and Nicki ain't hold back. For the past, when did his drop? His dropped Thursday night, Friday morning, midnight. And since then, for the past 2 days, Nicki Minaj has been going on a rampage on Twitter about Megan. And it's getting real heated. Megan has yet to like respond to anything Nicki has been saying, but I'm gonna go through some of the things that Nicki was going through and saying at the time. Let's see, I'm gonna pull up some of the tweets. Nicki said, "This ain't get streamed in 84 years. Her team don't want me to drop because they know those numbers gonna embarrass her lying lipo ass. And she know I got proof of what she did after how she allowed her best friend to get bullied, attacked, and ripped to shreds while Kelsey was pregnant with her first child. After she effed her best friend's man, it wasn't enough. But this is y'all girls, right? Any mother taking this woman's side, may God strike you down." Another thing Nicki tweeted, she said, "Y'all want to bring up family members and lying on your dead mother? Lied to Gail, lied on and effed your best friend's man, told me to drink and go to the clinic if I was pregnant, all because I wouldn't let your funky butt pour liquor down my throat. Think she a bully because she get a Rock Nation brunch every year. She said, be mad at party. He told all your tea, but you taking shots at my family? Get up on your good foot. Another thing she mentioned regarding Megan's mom, she told her at one point in another rant in a video to conjure up her mother and apologize. I personally felt that was like too far. Like when I read that, I'm like, nah, she would have to catch hands now. If I was Meg, like, y'all got to shoot the 5 at this point. Like, how do you tell someone to conjure up their mother and apologize, and their mother passed away? It's kind of, that was low. That was real low. And a lot of people on the internet kind of felt the same way. I even read some comments from people who are saying they're Barbs, who was even like, that's too far. Like, I'm a Barb, and that was too far. Like, so yeah, that was kind of low. That was real low. What else Nicki said? So I'm gonna fast forward to the song that Nicki played during her Instagram live. That's a diss record to Megan. She's now saying that the producer will not clear it. She said, apparently we're waiting on Lil Juju to clear that beat that I've had for over 6 years. Juicy J say that's who mainly produced, so that's how we got to go. That's who we got to go through. She said, you be the judge of what's happening. Now, if you've listened to any of Megan's songs, you know that Megan, I'm assuming that's the same guy. Will Megan be like, and if the beat live, you know, Lil Juke made it. So Nicki tweeted again. So they have the same management. What a surprise. Their final answer is only if she has 7 figures. Basically, she's saying they're trying to charge her 7 figures to use this beat that she says she had for 6 years now. Nicki said, they were so excited for me to use the beat before. Got the receipts to prove that too. Wonder what happened. She said, get up on your good foot. Went that hard? Or for IG Live? Nah, son. And she's telling her fans to act Juju. Yikes. My thing is, on one hand, I'm like, this is the culture, right? This is the culture of hip hop. From the start of hip hop, this is what it's been. We've had where people have their little musical spats, even when you think of songs like Roxanne's Revenge, like we're talking about the 80s, where it's kind of is what we do in hip hop culture. So I'm not really mad at it, but I don't know. I feel like Nicki kinda was like waiting for this. She was kind of waiting for on some like give me a reason type thing. And I say that because she posted another tweet that says something like, after the first one dropped, if that asshole so much as breathe wrong, I'ma empty the clip. If that asshole deny one thing I say, I'm posting every receipt known to man. 5, yes, you heard me, did 5 extra songs. We've been waiting on you. So that tells me that it was some underlying things there, which we all kind of figured from the outside looking in, because it seemed like once Megan linked up with Cardi, her and Nicki's relationship kind of fizzled. Nicki is also pointing out the fact that Megan was like begging to be on her live, and this was back when Megan was still kind of like getting out there. And I remember that live that happened where they joined on the live together. Then they ended up doing a song together too. So that is keep being brought up about how Megan was begging to be on her live and begging to be on a song with her, and now all of this. But from the outside looking in, I don't feel like that's a proper argument to make, because things change over time. I feel like, even like, let's just take me for instance. If I'm a fan of someone, let's just say Jay-Z, because Jay-Z is the GOAT. And let's just say me right now, Jay-Z's on Instagram Live, and I'm in the comments like, yo, tell him to add me, tell him to add me. As a fan, like, you know, as a fan, want him to add me. And then he add me like, yo, let's do this song together, blah, blah, blah. We do the song. And then a few years later, some other stuff happened, and now we're not cool no more. So what that I was on your live begging you to be on a song? I was a fan, like, but things changed. So I just don't feel like that's a proper argument to make, like, oh, you was begging my fans to be on my live, etc. Because that's just how that goes. But like I said, from the outside looking in, it seems like right after Megan and Cardi linked, that relationship fizzled. And I don't know if that's just the case, and if Nicki felt some way about Megan linking with Cardi. I'm not sure if that's the case, but from the outside looking in, that's how it came across. That was it. Megan and Cardi linked time after time again, song after song after song. And apparently during that time, Nicki was cooking up these 5 records, just waiting for a reason. And here she is. She has the reason. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The internet feel like Megan won right now in this case by not saying nothing at all. She done made the song. She put that one line in it, and Nicki has been going on this rant ever since. It's kind of like Megan don't even really have to respond at this point. If I was Meg, I probably wouldn't respond. Like, even after this song dropped, no matter what is being said in it, she really don't gotta say nothing at all. She really don't gotta respond at all. She said what she said, and just leave it at that. Put out your next single, put out your album, and that's it. Because this could go one or two ways. Like, and it's a thin line for both of them in this situation, because this Bigfoot song that has kind of been being built up for 2 days, if it's not, what's the word, like, giving what it's supposed to give, then it could tarnish Nicki in a sense, and people will really be on some like, oh, like, nah, throw that shit, like, nah, Megan, blah blah blah, Megan got you, blah blah blah. But if this song is like fire and like, and people just talking, if Meg respond and her response is not fire, it could be a tarnishment for her, and it could be the end of her. That's just how rap beefs go. So it's a thin line for both of them, I feel. Megan just gotta play her cards the proper way. And I feel that proper way is to just not even say nothing, no matter what this song says. But y'all tell me what y'all think should happen. If Megan should respond to Nicki in the song, or just leave it alone. We'll see what happens. What else hot in these blogs? Let's talk about Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey, she was said to be pregnant last year. We spoke about this a few weeks ago, and then months after months, people was just speculating, is she, isn't she? She finally announced that she actually was pregnant, and not only was she pregnant, she had the baby already. She posted a picture of the baby a few weeks ago. And now Halle has been posting pre-pregnancy, post while she was pregnant. She's showing her stomach in these videos, and she's posting recaps of photo shoots she did where people didn't know she was pregnant. And she's revealing now, like, that when she turned around, the stomach was there the whole time, and that whole thing. And the people on the internet feels invested in such a way that they are upset that Halle is now, well, for one, that they claim hid her pregnancy, and two, now that she's flaunting it and asking for advice from mothers, etc. And Halle Bailey, for the first time, has spoken back to the people. So one tweet in particular said, I don't think people are mad she hid her pregnancy. People are more so annoyed that she went out of her way to lie and gaslight about it. Then she shaded people and called them desperate. Now she wants those same desperate people to know every little detail. Holly said in response, I never lied or even said anything about it, honey. Making a joke about my nose was the farthest I went. I'll never understand why you are mad. I protected my own peace. Wouldn't you do the same? And I'm going to share my pics now if I want to, because my son is here safely. If you don't want to see it, just keep strolling, baby. LOL. God bless you. Someone else said, Holly, baby, kill it. You didn't tell us about the baby then. You didn't speak then. Don't speak now and leave us out of the conversation. Enjoy your jit in peace. We don't care. Holly responded to that person and said, if you don't care, why are you responding then, sweetheart? Just don't care about living your best life and not commenting on mine. And then she tweeted again. She said, LOL, my hormones have been on 10 recently, so I'm going to go back to staying off Twitter with the laughing emoji. Love you all. And I agree with Holly because technically Holly never lied. Not saying that she just didn't say she was. She didn't admit to it. She didn't say anything. The internet was just internet and assuming. And like she said, the furthest she went was she made a joke about her nose because people were saying that's a pregnancy nose. And she's like, I think the post says something like, you know, I'm a black woman, like, stop making fun of my nose, like blah, 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 something like that. So she said that's the furthest she went. But yeah, she technically didn't lie. She never once said, I am not pregnant. And I understand it. I respect it, especially in today's social media world where everybody has an opinion. The comments are commenting, and people already was feeling the way when they just thought she was pregnant because of how they felt about her boyfriend. And some felt he was using her. Like people had all these opinions about the dude. So Holly's feeling like, why would I just post this and have y'all all in here giving me bad energy and I'm pregnant? Like that's a sacred time, you know? She waited till she had the baby and now she let y'all in. My thing is, people on the internet, they feel these fans these days, some of them feel so like entitled to these celebrities' lives. Like a person that does not know you, you would think Holly was these people's blood sister that hid her pregnancy from them. In that case, you would have a reason to feel upset, like, yo, why would you do that? But she don't know y'all. Y'all don't know her. Like, is that sense of entitlement that a lot of people on social media have these days, like feeling like these celebrities that y'all are fans of owe y'all anything. Like that's her personal life. She didn't have to say, hey, y'all, look at my bump. I'm pregnant. Like y'all wanted to invite to the baby shower and all of that. Like she didn't have to tell y'all nothing. She didn't owe y'all nothing. So the fact that people are online literally mad, like literally like attacking her in the comments about a personal decision she made for her personal life is kind of diabolical. It's kind of crazy. Like it's kind of crazy. Someone said she didn't lie though. She just didn't say anything, as I said, and didn't like the nose statement, but the oversharing now is a bit much. Can't have it both ways. Someone else said, keep it real. She hid it because she was connected to Disney, Little Mermaid, Image, not married and pregnant, a no-no. That could be the case too, because that's what I was thinking initially when it was just talks that she's pregnant. I'm like, all right, well, she is like the Little Mermaid and she got all of these little girls. I'm talking little girls under 10 years old looking up to her. And maybe she just didn't want to have that image of her, like, you know, being pregnant out and about and stuff, which I still respect. And if that's the case, that's the case. I respect it. It is still That's what it is. No reason for people to like be going in on her for not revealing that she was pregnant. So I don't know. I guess the moral of the story is mind your business. It's not your, if it's not your relative, it's not your, you know, you can have it's one thing to have an opinion, it's another thing to legit be getting upset at a person that you don't know personally for a decision they made in their personal life. Like, it's kind of, it's wild. So yeah, leave Holly alone. Let's talk about this Lovers and Friends festival. This is a huge festival that goes down in Vegas. If it's been like 3 years now. I think this might be the third one. I think so. Might be the third one. And every year the lineup is just epic. It's the best festival. If you're a millennial, it's the best lineup you could possibly imagine. It's basically your entire 90s and 2000s playlist live on stage. Any artist you could think of that was really jinking in the 90s to the 2000s is on that lineup. Anybody you can name is on there. So it's just, it's epic. It's one of those things that is like, nah, is this lineup even real? I remember the first year they announced this festival. I'm like, there's no way all of these artists is on this lineup. Like, no way. And then it turned out, like, I even compared it to Fire Fest at the time. I'm like, nah, this is no way this is real, but it happened. It was real. Last year they had the second one. I believe it was the second one. It was real. And now here we are, back again. And it's real. It's hot in the blogs for another reason, though, because Mary J. Blige, initially it was announced that Mary J. Blige was on the lineup. I believe she was one of the headliners. I'm trying to find the exact lineup, the full lineup, the roster. But regarding Mary, right after the flyer came out, Mary took to her Instagram and she posted, "I am beyond humbled by the response from all of you about the announcement of me on Lovers and Friends Festival. Unfortunately, my inclusion was an error, as I will be busy in preparation for my Strength of a Woman Summit just 1 week later. I have the greatest fans in the world and can't wait to see you in New York in a few short months." So people was like, hold on, like, what's going on? Like, so Mary's not going to be on it? A little while after Mary posted that, Lovers and Friends posted a clip from Mary, her performance at the Super Bowl, and the caption said, "The queen of R&B herself, Mary J. Blige. We can't wait to see her perform in Vegas." Someone asked about it. They said, "Yes, she will be here." She took down the post, "See you in Vegas." Mary took to her Instagram yet again and just posted 2 emojis, the smirking emoji and the money bag emoji. So in a nutshell, the bag was bagging, I guess. I don't know if they didn't pay her, wasn't offering her the money she wanted initially, or they just was like, nah, we gonna double that. We need you. The bag is bagging. Mary's back on the lineup. And the fans that were specifically going to see Mary, they'll be happy to hear that. But yeah, money talks at the end of the day. So, hey, let's get it. I would love to be in a building. The thing about the Lovers and Friends Festival, and this is actually going to be what blows mine right now, is the tickets sell out in like 0.2 seconds. They have a tier system. Like the general admission is like $325, right? But when you try to get tickets, like for me personally, I tried to get tickets and that 325 was immediately gone almost. Soon as I got through, within like a few minutes of being in the queue at 10 o'clock on the dot when the tickets went on sale, they were gone. And then they only had like the higher priced ones that were like $400, almost $500. And it's just like, it sells too quick. I don't know how many tickets they release for that first tier or what, or if it's just a way to get more money by releasing having more of the higher priced ones available. I'm not sure, but it blows my mind that for the third time have been unsuccessful in getting tickets for this Lovers and Friends festival. But the lineup is epic. Like I said, it's basically a 90s and 2000s playlist, all in the building at the same damn time. It's going down. Janet, Usher, and Backstreet Boys are the three top headliners. And this is all in one day. It's not even like over the weekend or anything. All in one day. It's Lil Wayne, Usher, Snoop Dogg, Alicia, Gwen Stefani, Ciara, TLC, MIA, Ludacris, Nas, Lil Wayne. It's literally everybody you could think of. Keisha Cole, Brandy, Eve, Monica, Kelly Rowland, Sean Paul. Everybody you was listening to in the 2000s is on here. Even Khalees, Maya, Mario, Kerry Hilson. It's epic. Lumi D even on the mix. This lineup is wild. And that probably explains the ticket price, right? Because they got to pay all these people. So that's probably why that the tickets are what they are and why the general admission tier 1 sells out, or they make it seem like it sells out in 2 seconds so they could get the higher price joints to pay all these guys. But yeah, Lovers and Friends Festival is where it's at. Sold out even quicker than Coachella. Coachella just announced their tickets. So yeah, this is one of them ones. This festival, I hope it continues. This is like the 3rd year. Hopefully it continues every year. But yeah, fast shouts to them. Someone said, and this is after Usher does the Super Bowl. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. Usher specifically going to be performing Confessions at the Lovers and Friends Festival, it says. On the flyer itself, it say Usher performing Confessions. Because this is the 2nd year he's headlining. So I guess he's trying to give y'all something different, a specific situation, even though he got a new album that's about to be dropping. So I'm sure he's going to throw some of those in there too. But if you're in the building, you're going to get Confessions specifically from Usher at the Lovers and Friends Festival. So yeah, fast shouts to that. See if I could make some phone calls to get in that, to be in that building. Someone said F Confessions, the song, I need you don't have to call my way. Yeah, Usher catalog is thick. Yeah, he's definitely one of the ones. I went to see him at his residency in Vegas, and it was epic. Definitely, he's one of them ones for sure. Fast shouts to Usher.